Dear brothers and sisters, welcome to our today's program of NJO of the 1st of July 2019. My name is Odon Bulamba. I'm the presenter of this program, and I'm going to share with you some news or some point to give to you some flash news about what has taken place yesterday in the Congo, the 30th of June 2019. I'm going to give you this news in brief so that you can be aware of what took place all over the country for this big day, which is the 30th of June for the Congo. So 30th of June is the Independence Day of the Republic Democratic of Congo. And yesterday, it was a 59th birthday, if you want, or anniversary for this country to become independent. Therefore, I'm going to go through different things that took place, that happened here and there all over the country. To start with, since in 1960, the 30th of June 1960, Congo was granted or given or issued its independence. And now, 59 years later, Congolese people continue to celebrate that day, but, I insist again, but, many Congolese have been also complaining about the life conditions which deteriorate or has been deteriorating 1 year after another one. Meaning that life was better in 1960 compared to what it is now. So many people are wondering, why even should we celebrate, should we call ourselves like people who have got independence while we are not independent? Politically, economically, socially, morally, we can see that Congo is not really independent as it should be. And compared to other countries around the world, whom independence was granted maybe around the same time as the DRC or after the DRC, their standard of life is higher, far away higher compared of that of the Congo Democratic. Now people are asking themselves, what is behind this scenario where we were granted independence and up to now we can't plan, we can't have a good structure of how to lead our country. We don't have anything in hand that we can say, okay, this is what we have so far achieved. Anything positively, I mean, that would say this is what we have achieved from the day of our independence up to now. It is true that many factors surround the realities that the DRC or the Congo Democratic has been going through. But regardless of those realities, which are dependent or independent, shouldn't our country look a little bit different, or at least reflect some independency at the level of some institutions, at the level of the people of the country, at the level of mentality, at the level of thinking, at the level of acting or doing things? So what is behind this? Why doesn't our country move forward? Why doesn't the DRC take a step ahead like any other country under the sun, or on our planet at least? So, and I think for many Congolese, yesterday or the 30th of June was a time of sitting down, thinking, and trying to ruminate, to bring back memories, to see, to study, and to try to figure out what is wrong with us If not, what is wrong with us? What is wrong with our country? If not what is wrong with our country, what is wrong with the systems that lead our country? Or furthermore, what is wrong with the leaders of the Democratic Republic of Congo? Who witched them? Or who has witched us? Why don't we move forward 59 years later after Belgium has left the country to now the country still is under the tomb? However, compared to 1960, according to women, they have seen this type of evolution. So Congolese women are much more active in political life. They continue to fight for parity in decision-making bodies. So these are according to Congolese women. They believe that from 1960 up to recent years, they didn't have any chance to play any political role in our country. But actually, they start to occupy some posts, some positions, and they start to represent the country somewhere. And another group of women that I spoke to, they informed me that life is getting more and more tougher. In old time, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, men used to go out, they will do their jobs, come back home with their earning, and that earning was enough, more than enough even, to feed their families and look after their families. But in recent years, as time goes by, life is becoming more and more tougher. Women are somehow forced to start to leave their houses, to leave their families, go out and try to find at least some food or something that they can feed their children. Because men go to work, there is no salary. Men go to work and they don't come back with something which is enough. Women somehow are forced to quit their day-to-day duties and start to fight hard, to work hard in order to contribute for something that will feed their families. And some women have seen that change and they believe that life is really tougher because they don't have time anymore to look after their children, to educate their children, to support their children as it used to be. But now they have to spend more than 6, more than 8 hours outside of their families to try at least to find their daily bread. Happy Day of Independence. On the same day, 30th of June 2019, the Congolese football club or national team known as Leopards, the Leopards of the Congo played against or versus Zimbabwe, and they defeated Zimbabwe by 4-0. Some Congolese were happy, jumped with joy, and they were so happy for that victory. And for them, they said that this victory means a lot for them because a few days or few weeks earlier, Congo lost 2 football games and they couldn't hope at any level to be qualified to go to the next rank or next level. Because of this victory, some Congolese were smiling, were happy on the street for the rest of the afternoon. However, other Congolese have come up with a different view. And they have said this game was a game of 90 minutes. A football game. And our joy was only a joy for 90 minutes. We were distracted We laughed, we were happy to try to forget our our Independence Day or anniversary. But after those 90 minutes, we come back again at the same point, at our initial point, where after the game you have to ask yourself, what am I going to feed my kids with? What is going to happen back home? What am I going to do to pay for my rent, to pay for my power, to buy some water, to pay for my everything of every day, because there is no money. So for these people, some believe that that game was a good game, but it was only a simple distraction, which has changed nothing in Congolese day-to-day misery life. Another portion of Congolese people believe that this game was just another bad distraction because Lamuka, the coalition of Fayulu, Katumbi, Bemba, and others, organized a march, a demonstration yesterday, or on the 30th of June, 2019. And because of this march, many Congolese, or a good number of Congolese, didn't go out, didn't step out to join others. They remained inside. They preferred to wait and watch their games on their TVs, or spend at least some time enjoying the football game. And for those people, they concluded that this game was just another enemy for the nation. However, after two successive losses, as I said, the DRC ends the group stage in the most beautiful way. The victory of 4-0 against Zimbabwe also allows the teammate of Cedric Bakambu to yield their goal average 3 points. On the same day, John Peter Bemba arrived in Gemena. And he arrived in Gemena in the evening. Gemena is in the south of Ubangi. And he came to Gemena to commemorate the ceremony of this 1st of July. This ceremony is of the 10th anniversary of the death of his late father, Jano Bemba Salolona. Upon his arrival, John Peter Bemba was greeted by a huge crowd, and Bemba, together with his delegation, walked from the Gemena National Airport to the family home on Bemba's plantation or farm. News circulated yesterday early morning that Bemba was delegated with people of Lamuka to go to Gemena, or in his province, his natal province, province of birth, where he should organize a march or a demonstration for Lamuka. But based on this information, it is confirmed that Bemba didn't go to Gemena to organize a march or to organize a demonstration for Lamuka, but he went there to commemorate the 10th anniversary of his late father. On the other side, Felix Tshisekedi has been in Ituri, and he sent a message of peace to the communities of Ituri, where the armed violence has already killed more than 100 people in the territory of Jugu. He particularly invited young people to avoid being manipulated. He told the population that he has dispatched his Saint General Gabriel Amisi, FARDC's Deputy Chief of Staff, he's a general, to Ituri in order to work with the army to end the violence in the territory of Jugu. For those who don't know, where is Jugu? Jugu is in the northern part of Bunia. Felix Tshisekedi, the same Sunday evening, he held a meeting with the Provincial Security Committee in Bunia. It is in the presence of the authorities or leaders of FARDC, which is the Congolese army, the national police, the service of informant service, if you want, of the country, and other provincial authorities, including the governor, John Bamanisa Saidi. And this meeting came a few moments after he had his speech in one of the tribune of Bunia. So Felix Tshisekedi, during his speech in Bunia, he promised people that he will visit the displaced people of Jugu during his stay in this part of the country. He said in his own words, "Tomorrow we will visit our displaced brothers of Jugu and see what we are going to do so that they can return to their villages. Every Congolese has the right to live quietly wherever he is. I will really feel president only when all Congolese are at peace. As long as there is no peace in all the villages, I will not sleep. I will tour the Congo to go to every place where there is no peace to gather the Congolese to talk to each other." That was a message of Tshisekedi in front of the crowd that gathered on the boulevard of Freedom to listen to him. Then, the governor Bamanisa expressed his recognition to Tshisekedi, and he said, "Excellency, Mr. the President of the Republic, the people of Ituri thank you for thinking of coming to spend the day of June 30th with them. We have thought of all the wounds, all the harms that the people of Ituri have suffered. We are very grateful." That was his message to Tshisekedi. On the other corner of the country, Lamuka protested, and the police reported that an officer of the police was seriously injured during the march of Lamuka this Sunday, 30th of June in Kinshasa. The march with Martin Fayulu at the head as a leader took place on the Lumumba Boulevard in the municipality of Masina. The security forces dispersed the militants with tear gas and escorted Martin Fayulu, Adolphe Muzito, and Fidel Babala to Gombe. The General Silvano Kasongo, the general of the police, claimed that Fayulu jeep tires were punctured by the police to stop the march. Those tires had been repaired. In his word, he said, "We had a few holes, or we punched Fayulu's tires, or Fayulu's jeep tires, because Fayulu was playing a game. He was moving forward and then stopped. I didn't give the instructions to those policemen to destroy his jeep tires, but I assume what the police did. He was looking for incident, but I repaired the tires," he said. Just to remind you that on Friday, the governor of Kinshasa had refused to take note of the peaceful march of the opposition, Lamuka, which was scheduled on the 30th of June, the same day of the Independence Day, to the demand of the respect for the will of the Congolese people and to denounce the wrongdoing, especially the corruption. The governor of Kinshasa had mentioned the sanctification of this day of national commemoration, supposed to be respected by all Congolese. We will go to the other side of the country in Goma, where an activist was shot dead during the demonstration organized by Lamuka Coalition in North Kivu, precisely in Goma. And the purpose of that demonstration in Goma was to demand the freedom of movement of Moses Katumbi and to ask also the Supreme Court to correct or to review the judgment of invalidating the deputies or members of parliament and senators of Lamuka. The victim was shot at Mutinga station in Goma in the community of Karisimbi. Police remain deployed in several areas of Goma, including Majengo, Mabanga, to mitigate other events. All the events started in Majengo district in the northern part of Goma city, where they barricaded the road with with stones and burnt tires. The police dispersed people with proper or live ammunition, with bullets, true bullets. In the neighborhood, Ndosho, there were also the same scenario where people burnt tires and the road was blocked or barricaded by protesters. But the most striking fact of the situation is that around 10 a.m. local time, at the crossroad of the presidential entrance, where a minibus was caught on fire, and it was carrying 11 people on board. But all of them narrowly escaped. 4 of those passengers were slightly injured. Scuffles have also been reported in Kwilu province. People of Lamuka coalition in Ituri decided not to go down to the street in major cities on the same day because they wanted to stay home mourning, crying with our friend, brothers, and people of Jugu. So Mr. Malembo, who is a spokesman of Lamuka in Ituri, indicates that his platform has unanimously decided to not organize this march. Not because Tshisekedi is visiting the eastern part of the Congo, not because Tshisekedi is coming to Ituri or Bunia or Jugu, but because they find it's very, very wise to cry with people of Jugu who have been crying. I also planned to organize an interview, to organize a reflection meeting, to organize a program, talking to people, letting people express their views about Jugu, Ituri, Bunia, Butembo, North Kivu, let me say, today. But because of that incident, because of this manifestation, because of this demonstration, because of people of Ituri decided to cry with those of Jugu, we said instead of doing it last night, I postponed it and we are going to do it today. Maybe in a 1 or 2 hour time. And for those who want to participate, for those who want to share their views, for those who want to put their word during our program, we invite them to go to our website, Leo Njoleo, YouTube website, YouTube channel of Leo Njoleo. Subscribe there, and once you subscribe, you'll also hit the the bell which is down there. Click on that bell, and whenever after subscribing, you click on the bell. Whenever we'll go live, you'll be notified, and you can watch it. You can watch it. You can watch us. You can also participate lively. And for those who want to join our WhatsApp group, which is Leo Njoleo group, you can contact us on our number, and we can add your name on our group or your phone number. And from there, from time to time, we send messages to people whenever we want to start our program. And that will be another alert for you. So, briefly, this is the news today. However, Lamuka condemns the violence of both sides and has cancelled the march. In Goma as well as in Kinshasa, calm had returned around midday. The police chief in Kinshasa, General Silvano Kasongo, deplores the aggressiveness of some supporters of Lamuka. He claimed to have arrested one of them whom he accuses of having beaten and seriously wounded a police officer, promising that he will be tried in flagrancy. He assured that all the other people who were arrested were immediately released. For the police chief in Kinshasa, the mobilization was not the rendezvous. He speaks of a walking maneuver. Recall that the call to protest was signed by 5 opponents: Martin Fayulu, Adolphe Muzito, Moses Katumbi, who is actually out of the country, Freddy Matungulu, and John Peter Bemba, who is now in Gemena. So this is the story. This is what has been taking place in the Congo for yesterday. However, I can show you just a small video of Fayulu. Declaration he did yesterday, but this will be in French. And I'm sorry because I have to present it to you in French, and it's just somehow complaining how they treated them, how they treated people during this demonstration. Let us watch.
Regardez, qu'est-ce qu'ils ont fait? Ils prennent l'argent, regarde, et mon téléphone. Mais M. Tshisekedi a dit que lors de l'arrivée de Jean-Pierre Bemba, il y a eu des troubles et tout ça. Jean-Pierre Bemba lui a répondu que ce sont ces policiers qu'il a envoyés, lui et Kabila, qui ont agressé la population. Et là, aujourd'hui, nous faisons l'objet d'une agression rangée par les policiers envoyés par Kabila et Tshisekedi. Qu'est-ce que vous pouvez comprendre de ce qui se passe là? Toutes les voitures, on a troué le pneu et les gens, les policiers se mettent à prendre l'argent des paisibles citoyens et leurs téléphones. Les journalistes sont agressés, on leur prend des caméras et tout ça. Mais nous sommes où? Où sommes-nous? Mais ils ont peur de quoi? Qui nous laisse? Tous les pneus sont troués. Comment vous allez faire?
Si nous adhérons tous à la vision selon laquelle tout doit être fait et doit revenir d'abord au peuple, celui-ci a aussi sa part de responsabilité, particulièrement dans le changement des mentalités. Dès lors, je vous exhorte tous à regarder dans la même direction. Notre pays ne pourrait qu'en retirer le plus grand bien. De nouvelles opportunités s'offriront aux Congolais. À la faveur de l'amélioration en cours du climat des affaires, la diversification de notre économie attirera de nouveaux investisseurs. Des emplois seront créés au profit des chômeurs et surtout de nos jeunes. Chers compatriotes, enfin, s'agissant de la diplomatie et de la coopération régionale, dès ma prise de fonction, j'ai procédé à la réouverture de la maison Schengen pour normaliser nos relations avec l'Union européenne, qui est un partenaire traditionnel de notre pays. J'ai organisé...
So finally, that was Felix Tshisekedi, the president of the DRC, who was giving his speech for commemorating the 59th anniversary of the DRC independence. You can watch the integrality of this video by going to our NJO channel, YouTube channel, where you'll find the integrality of this and understand what he was saying. Once again, I'm sorry because it was said in French, and you can watch it from the YouTube and try to translate it in English. And sometimes YouTube does a good translation, language translation, so you can listen to what he was saying. Once again, dear brothers and sisters, thank you very much for choosing us, for watching our program, for making us to be one of yours. If this is your first time to watch us, we are going to invite you to subscribe on our channel, share our videos with your brothers, sisters, and friends, and encourage them also to come, participate, bring their views, and present whatever they think is very necessary, important to build our country. May God bless the Congo. Our country is one. It will continue to be one nation and will move forward in that direction. God bless you, and I hope to talk to you next time again. Goodbye for now. Thank you.